There are moments in life when someone steps into your world and instantly feels different. You don't know why. Maybe it's the calm in their voice, the way they read your emotions without effort, or the strange sense that they understand you more deeply than anyone else ever has. Their presence feels soothing, magnetic, almost impossible to resist. And before you know it, you're drawn in, pulled toward them with a force that feels natural, but is anything but accidental. This is the silent power of the dark empath. They don't charm you the way ordinary people do. They study you. They mirror you. They make you feel seen in ways you've silently wished for your entire life. And it's that emotional precision, the way they decode your energy, validate your feelings, and echo your desires, that creates the illusion of instant attraction. You think it's chemistry. You think it's destiny. But what if it's something far more calculated? Because when a dark empath decides to connect, the bond feels unbreakable. There's a type of person who walks into a room and instantly becomes the gravitational center of everyone's attention. Not because they're loud, not because they force their presence, but because they carry an energy, smooth, calm, and hypnotically perceptive. They feel like someone who understands you more deeply than you understand yourself. And yet, beneath that velvet presence, behind those empathetic eyes, something completely different may be operating. These individuals are known as dark empaths, people who possess strong empathy on the surface, but blend it with darker psychological traits beneath. They're not always dangerous, but their style of influence is powerful enough to create instant emotional attraction, often without the other person realizing what's happening. A dark empath doesn't attract through manipulation in the obvious sense. They attract through precision, emotional targeting. When they enter your life, they don't bombard you with charm. They assess you quietly. They study your expressions, your tone, the emotional patterns hidden between your words. They read your energy like most people read text, and they adjust themselves like a mirror, reflecting exactly what you need in exactly the moment you need it. This is their first tactic, adaptive empathy. They can blend understanding with observation so dramatically well that the other person feels instantly seen. In a world where most people feel misunderstood, this ability creates a magnetic pull. You don't know them well, but you feel like they get you. The second tactic is subtle but incredibly effective, strategic vulnerability. Unlike ordinary manipulators, who often seem fake when they try to open up, dark empaths reveal their vulnerability in small, perfectly timed doses. They might share a past struggle, a hardship, or a wound, not enough to expose themselves fully, but just enough to make you think, this person is real. They relate your pain to theirs, creating a sense of emotional symmetry. This lowers your guard. You feel comfortable revealing your own thoughts, fears, and insecurities because they have already shared first. In reality, they share only what serves the bond they are building. And once you open up, the connection deepens quickly. You start to trust them without even checking why. Then comes the third tactic, emotional echoing. A dark empath doesn't simply listen to you, they echo back your emotions in a way that makes you feel amplified. If you're excited, they lift your excitement higher. If you're frustrated, they validate your frustration. If you feel hurt, they empathize with the level of depth that makes your pain feel acknowledged. Most people rarely receive that kind of emotional resonance. We live in a world of half-listeners, distracted nods, and surface-level conversations. When someone mirrors your emotions with intensity, it creates the sensation of instant closeness. You feel bonded, you feel aligned, you feel like you've known them far longer than you actually have. This is the psychological foundation of attraction, being deeply understood. The fourth tactic is something most people never notice until it's too late. Energy calibration. A dark empath knows how to adjust their demeanor to fit the emotional atmosphere of the person they're interacting with. If you are shy, they become calm and patient. If you are confident, they match your rhythm. If you're witty and energetic, they elevate their energy to meet yours. This ability to tune themselves emotionally allows them to slip seamlessly into your world. They don't force compatibility, they create it. And the more natural they feel to you, the more quickly attraction forms. You begin to think, I don't know why, but being around them feels right. Next, they use a tactic that feels like pure magic, Micro-validation. This isn't flattery. It's subtle, genuine-sounding reinforcement delivered in small doses, just enough to make you feel valued, but not overwhelmed. A dark empath notices details, your effort, your intentions, your small victories, and acknowledges them lightly. They might say, "I see how hard you try," or "Most people wouldn't have handled that the way you did." These statements hit deeper than generic compliments. They target your emotional core. And because these validations feel rare and deeply personal, you become increasingly drawn to the source of them. The sixth tactic is more psychological: aura mystique. Unlike typical charming personalities who reveal themselves instantly, dark empaths hold back parts of who they are. They give just enough warmth to attract you, but not enough clarity for you to fully understand them. This creates curiosity, the psychological spark behind attraction. Humans are irresistibly drawn to what feels partially hidden, and the dark empath knows exactly how to maintain that balance. They appear open yet unreachable, present yet somehow distant. You feel compelled to know more, to get closer, to peel back the layers, and the more you pursue, the more powerful their pull becomes. Then comes the seventh tactic: calm dominance. It's not aggressive dominance. It's the kind of quiet control that comes from confidence and emotional intelligence. Their body language is relaxed but grounded. Their voice stays measured even when emotions rise. Their decisions appear thoughtful and intentional. This calm presence is highly attractive because it creates a sense of safety. Around them, your nervous system relaxes. You feel like you're in the presence of someone who understands themselves and therefore can understand you. This energy is especially intoxicating for people who have lived in chaotic environments or relationships. Stability feels like a rare treasure, but perhaps the most powerful tactic is the eighth one: predictive understanding. Dark empaths don't just listen to your emotions, they anticipate them. They understand how your mind works, how you react when you're stressed, how you behave when you're excited, how you cope when you're hurt. And because they can predict your emotional patterns, they often make you feel like they just know what you need. They might reach out at the perfect moment, offer comfort before you even ask, or bring up something you were thinking but hadn't said yet. This creates a deep, nearly unshakable attraction because it feels like emotional intimacy on a supernatural level. However, here is the truth many people ignore. Dark empaths are not always trying to manipulate. Some of them naturally possess these traits without malicious intent. Their empathy is real, but their deeper traits, confidence, perceptiveness, self-control, mix with that empathy in a way that creates an aura of intensity. The attraction they generate is often unintentional, but whether intentional or not, their influence is undeniably powerful. Understanding these tactics isn't about becoming suspicious of everyone you meet. It's about developing awareness, recognizing when someone's emotional intelligence is drawing you in so quickly that you skip your usual boundaries. Instant attraction isn't always a sign of fate. Sometimes it's a sign of psychological precision. The people who possess these traits often stand out in a crowd. They feel different, magnetic, deep. And while it's possible to build beautiful, meaningful connections with them, it's also important to stay grounded, to maintain your own emotional awareness, and to understand the difference between genuine intimacy and accelerated bonding. At the end of the day, dark empaths reveal a fascinating truth about human nature. We are deeply drawn to those who understand us, mirror us, and make us feel emotionally amplified. Instant attraction is rarely about appearance or words. It's about emotional resonance, something dark empaths wield with remarkable skill.